This is Gene Lance for the Texas Alliance for Retired Americans. We held a online rally with James Slattery, the Texas Civil Rights Project. And Mr. Slattery gave us a lot of good insights about the attempt of the Texas legislature to cut into our voting rights. He was asked, when I started the recording, he was asked about the disparity between the number of eligible voters in any part of Texas and the number of registered voters, because this is going to be used as part of the legislation that's coming up.
So, and also it's not just that it doesn't just get triggered when the number of registered voters is greater than the supposed number of eligible voters. It actually triggers when the number of registered voters is supposedly equal to the number of eligible voters. And think about what that means. It basically is a policy statement that the state of Texas believes that there should never be 100% of eligible voters registered in the state. And if there is, that's a problem that needs to be fixed. So I think, first of all, there's that. It's like very telling. Also, you know, in Texas, there's this long history of local control of elections and local registration. And so for the state of Texas to now reach in and micromanage voter registration and election administration is a big power grab. And finally, you know, a lot of these provisions are supposedly motivated by, oh, we need to make sure the voter registration rolls are clean, that there aren't dead voters or unlawful voters in there, and it's just like voter registration roll integrity. Well, the most important reform the state of Texas could do for accurate voter rolls is joining the 40 other states that have online voter registration, where people can update their voter registration accurately and quickly, and the voter registration rolls could be updated like that. And without doing that first, all of these other provisions like this are just show and a farce.
Okay. Someone asked me, if a poll watcher harasses me while I'm voting, what can I do? Can I sue them personally? What is my recourse?
So your first recourse should be to talk to a poll worker there who, under current law, the presiding judge of the polling place has the powers of effectively an actual judge, and they have wide authority under the election code to the exact language escapes me, but it's something like preserve order in the polling place. So if a partisan poll watcher is harassing you, go to a poll worker, and the poll worker and the election judge have a ton of power to keep you safe. You know, in terms of you litigating something, there are certainly federal and I think state laws against voter intimidation. And in fact, my organization just today filed suit on behalf of the people that were on the Biden campaign bus that got harassed by the Trump train. And that lawsuit is under something known as the Ku Klux Klan Act of 1871, I think, which basically prohibits people from trying to intimidate or harass or interfere with the constitutional right to vote. So there are options like that, but in your own individual situation, talking with the poll workers is your at least first best bet.